So I'm on my freighter in No Man's Sky, leaving my operations room and entering my massive multi-floored freighter base. And it does have that potential of being a cyberpunk city feel. And it has plenty of rooms coming off the courtyard. I've got my industrial section at the back there. I have that lovely arched light, but it's still a bit too bright. Going to have a bit more play with that. And yes, a lot of different levels. Different colours for different sections. Plenty of shortcuts to get lost in. And a nice open air top section. Let's go into camera view, swing back into the courtyard, before I go into the building highlights. First thing you want to do is put down a locker so you can transfer colour. Save point will be useful too. Now pick the colour I want. Move the build camera into the corridor. So when you delete the corridor, the camera's outside. We now can select the expansion technology room. We can place 6 of them, all in the same direction. Now our facilities room is attached straight to the bridge. Make sure a colour is still in our palette and attach the important bits of technology like the scanning room. The fleet command rooms, I think about 4 of them minimum. A galactic trade room and of course a teleporter chamber. Expand it out a little bit more. For rooms like the appearance modifier and the teleporter room, make sure they're facing the correct way or it's just going to annoy the hell out of you. That's all the most important stuff at the shortest distance from the flight deck. Place a door so you can access the outside and a platform as well. And the ever useful locker for transferring colour. All you have to do is highlight the locker, go into the colour menu and select your colour you want, send the cache. Sometimes the colour slips when you fall out of the menu, so keep an eye on that. But let's build out this courtyard. When you've got a size you're roughly happy with, put 3 out like that. Select the exterior stairs, attach like so. You don't have to select the exterior platform. By duplicating it, it will carry the colour across as well. Okay, we can do the first floor walkway. Place another exterior stair, duplicate the exterior platform again. Place them until you're above the first floor. And lay out your second floor platform. Think we need one more floor. But this one will act as a roof with a skylight. We've got our basic skeleton, let's add some stairs. The stairs leading from the first floor to the second floor, easy enough. And to connect them, all I have to do is copy that platform. If you wish, you can extend out a bit more, like I'm doing on the first and third floor, but you don't have to just yet. Well, apart from those few. Duplicate the platform on the first floor like I'm doing now, do the same on the other side as well. duplicate those stairs. Of course, rotate them so they snap as so. Same on the other side. And you have the stairs from the first to the second floor. We have to extend the courtyard. Let's do that. And you can see the plant rooms in the background. That's up next. But first, make a save. Return to the trusty locker. Select a colour. I'm going with green. Plant rooms. You can simply attach them to the courtyard. But if you move your camera to the outside, you can use the roof as an indicator of direction. Repeat that on the other side. Return to the locker just to be sure. Attach some doors. I'm attaching some windows at the moment, but it's probably best to leave that till later. Because if you change those rooms, those windows are likely to disappear. But the two windows in the operation room, you can do them now if you want. It's time to put some cultivation rooms in. The double ones are best. I'm using the lights as an indicator of direction. I'll replace those corner rooms, but I really should have used the new swap feature. Don't worry, I'll show you that later. Let's reinstate the glass. And put in some glass walls to make corners. The reason you want to break up the cultivation room into corners like this, because each corner has a carbon collection point. Once you're happy with the first floor, all you have to do is duplicate that to make the second floor. Then of course duplicate the door and the two windows. Then mirror that on the other side. As you build each section, it's always worth having a little walk around to see how the base feels and also how it flows. The courtyard needs a feature, so let's make a hole in the centre. As it's not square, we'll take that one out as well. Select a locker, but not for colour this time. Make it as big as possible. Select the terrarium, make sure you have all the materials green stated. Hit square and triangle at the same time. Other platform buttons bottom right corner. Copy the locker, then hit Y in place at the same time. And as you can see, it didn't work that time for me. It might not work first time for you as well. Probably have to try a few times. So select the terrarium, hit triangle and square at the same time. Copy the locker, then hit Y in place at the same time. Now you have a scaled up terrarium, but you're only allowed one of them per base. Select a worktop, scale it up until you think it's the right height. Then move the terrarium into place. Reinstate the exterior platforms, and you have a lovely feature at the centre of the courtyard. As I duplicate those corner rooms, you can do what I've done there and scale up those galactic maps. The hardest thing about them is placing them on top of each other. and they give out quite a bit of light, but let's stick to the job at hand. I'm now duplicating the doors for those small rooms, which are made out of the technology expansion rooms, which means I can copy most of the stuff underneath, including those glass windows. Now the courtyard's starting to really fill out. Jumped ahead a little bit, building out my industrial section. Back to the locker for colour. I've hit triangle to expand the corridor selection so I can pick the one that I actually want, which is a straight one in this case. Do a bit of rotating on that one. Now it's time to put the storage rooms in. And the most annoying feature in the build menu, it kicks you out every time. So you have to reapply the colour every time you put one down, and you get kicked out every time. But I've jumped ahead to the last one, so you don't have to witness my frustration. Let's duplicate that door, and go inside and check the flow. Everything's fine in here, let's go down that corridor. Nope, that refiner's no good there. Let's go into the build menu. There's a swap feature on the right of the mini menu. Keys, L1 for me. It throws up the compatible parts menu. Select the type you want to replace it with. And the great thing is, it retains its colour. Let's repeat that process for the other side. Back to the trusted locker. I'm on the straight freighter corridor. If you didn't catch that earlier, the triangle means you can open and close the variants, thereby having control over the corridor types. Well, I'm going to have to expand my grow room at the bottom. Just duplicate the rooms and duplicate the wall. Yeah, I think I need another window there as well. Back to the locker. Let's select an L junction glass corridor. Rotate it as so. Select a freighter stair. And you're probably going to experience the snap issues like I am right now. Just move the build camera around a bit until it finds the correct point. Once it's in place, don't forget to put the door in. And of course, duplicate the process on the other side. And to prove there's no rhyme or reason why there's snap issues, this one works perfectly. I don't like the positioning of the platform there, so let's just move the pieces. Might be a bit dark, but it does create another lovely roof. I'll have to get the lighting sorted at a later date, but it's time to put a floor at that far end. Back to the locker for the colour, an L-shaped corridor. Put one on the other side as well. Select the industrial expansion room, connect the two L-shaped corridors. The rooms on either side are full of refiners, so let's swap out the ones I don't want, so we have that nice uncluttered flow. Go through the L-shaped corridor that I created just a minute ago, and install some Stella extraction rooms. Right, it's time to connect the top floor to the rest of the build. So we need to expand the exterior platform, creating the snap point for the exterior stairs. I'll have to expand the top a little bit. I think I'll make the skylight a little bit bigger as well. Remember, when you've created a room on one side that you're happy with, all you have to do is duplicate it on the other side. And of course, copy the doors as well. As I walk up to the very top floor, you don't have to reproduce exactly what I have done. This guide was more about general tips, and of course highlights from my build. As I'm sure you won't want to have the same layout as me. After all, different playstyles prioritise different elements of the game. So it's the room at the very top of my build, and I want to build it on top of the enlarged galactic room, so from underneath it will have a nice sealed up look. And for up here I went for the old style freighter rooms. I'll also build some rooms at either side as well. But I might change my mind, I haven't fully decided what I'm going to build up here. But there's one last thing I want to show you. Back to the terrarium in the middle of the courtyard. I've already tried to put some plants in, but they weren't perfect. Let's do it again. But because we've got that gap underneath, you can raise up some lights and stick them in the middle. And when you've cleared enough space and got a nice camera angle, you can position a plant like I'm doing now, enlarge it of course, making sure it's nice and centered. Move your build camera around, place another one, rotate it. In fact, you should have a play with that and see what you come up with. You don't have to stick to the same things I've used. Once you're done, all you have to do is reinstate the floor, and you've got a lovely new feature. But in the meantime, for the next week or two, I'm going to try and come up with some creative ideas to fill out this whole space. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, or on the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.